Before I begin my talk, introduce about my recent uh, attending of a HOPE meeting with Nobel laureates. I would like to thank TIGP office and their wonderful staff, and also Department of International Affairs for extending the invitation. I would actually give introduction to the what is HOPE meeting, and also my experience as a participant and as a researcher. So, okay, so what is HOPE meeting? So HOPE meeting is organized by Japan Society for the Promotion of Science since 2008, JSPS, also known as JSPS, which is a prestigious independent administrative organization in Japan overseeing the scientific contribution right, in all science fields. So this meeting is to advance science and technology within the Asia Pacific and the Asian region, Africa region. And HOPE meetings actually gives the opportunity to discuss with Nobel laureates and young researchers and other PhD students as well. So, and also discuss among participants themselves, right? So, HOPE meeting is conducted annually, and it's about 5 days every year. That's around February to March, and venue is Japan, but it is changes every year, the city, and language English, and lecturers, Nobel laureates are invited to deliver lectures, so they can also interact with the participants. And participants totally maybe up to like 110, including doctoral students and young researchers who are just graduated within 5 years of their PhD. And if you ask me personally, this meeting is really unique because of the country's representation. That's actually from this Asia Pacific and Africa region. Some countries actually are left out behind, you know. And so, participation cost, it's about the Japan participants. And I would like to talk about like the eligibility. It's you have to be either a PhD student or like a young researcher, and should be enrolled in a university or research institutes. So, okay, so participation from Japan is different from participation from overseas. Overseas is actually nominated by the institutes. For example, in Taiwan, Academia Sinica oversees the nomination for the whole Taiwan. And the selection process, that's from nomination of institutes to JSPS, and then JSPS actually make decision, then inform to the participants. Okay, so selection process can vary from institute to institute, country to country. But I would just talk about my story, my experience here. So I was nominated by supervisor, and thanks to my professor, who is also TIGP Nano program coordinator and Institute of Physics deputy director. So you have to fill the application. You have to give a lot of things about the abstract and your work experience, your past research experience, and what you have done, your accomplishments, or like scientific contributions in the form of like articles or patents, whatever. And then Sinica will review all the applicants. Then it will be actually referred to JSPS. So I get the acceptance letter. Then I came to know, okay, I was nominated by Sinica. So after you've been selected into this HOPE meeting, you will be asked to submit an oral flash talk presentation and poster file and questions to Nobel laureates. You will be given the tentative names of the Nobel laureates attending, so you can actually ask questions to them. You can submit the questions to the portal, and will be actually, they will select the best questions, okay, not just whatever you ask. And yes, other documents to process your visa. So the venue for 2024 HOPE meeting was Kyoto, Japan, a beautiful city. As you may know, Kyoto is a cultural city of Japan, capital for like more than 1,000 years before Tokyo. And that's just the venue. And also, venue was very beautiful ICC Kyoto Conference Center. And the below, down below was the place actually we stayed. That's accommodation. So this is the timetable of the participants with having like, okay, what you have to do for this 5 days from Monday to Friday. And that includes the lectures, attending lectures and seminars, and giving flash tracks and poster presentation, and also preparing for team presentation. So yeah, as a participant, we have to engage ourselves, sincerely and committed to through these 5 days. So you have to participate in the entire program. And like I also mentioned, the poster presentation, and also the 1 minute flash track presentation. Finally, it is to give the team presentation. So, okay, because I have the biomedical research engineering experience, so I was assigned to medicine. So that's my actual, you can say, kind of like what I should do. When is my presentation, the talks, and also the seminars I have to attend, and the lab tours, what kind of culture program I will be attending later. So these are like 7 Loma laureates attended the HOPE meeting, 15th HOPE meeting, from Takagi Kajita, who was the chair of 15th HOPE meeting, who found the neutrino as mass. And not just Takagi from physics, but also you have like other very wonderful person, George Bednarz, who got Nobel Prize for his discovery of superconductor in cuprates. And you can go for like many, you can see for like a super resolution microscope, and also for the asymmetric organocatalysis discovery by David Macmillan. Also autophagy by Yoshinori Osumi and Paul Nurse for actually finding the cell cycle regulated by the cyclin-dependent kinases. So we have to attend these lectures. Lectures span 45 minutes, and these lectures actually distributed over the 4 days of conference. And also, in addition to this attending the conference lectures, we should attend the seminar talks. Seminar talks is a small arrangement that you can have a more closer interaction with the Nobel laureates. You can actually discuss with them about like, and also the questions that you have asked. So what was my impression before attending this meeting was, okay, this is going to be a very intense 5 days meeting. So at some point, it will be actually kind of like too technical, very scientific, that maybe I will feel boring, because you should admit that all 5 days you cannot be like very active to observe everything of people speaking, because people come from very different background, and you may not be able to understand everything what they speak, but it wasn't the same. That's what actually I found it, because it was kind of arranged so that for the broad disciplines, people, because from maths, physics, chemistry, biology, so all different disciplines attend. So it wasn't like very scientific, but it was more or less you understand what they did, okay? And let's say they stick to the general concept of their research. And also they share their ups and downs in their journey. It wasn't very kind of like, okay, so all these people, they get Nobel Prize. Okay, so what you did, everything was like, oh, we can just hear about your very wonderful story. They didn't have anything very interesting other than they said, science is not just about how knowledgeable you are, but how you apply your mind in that field. And also, it is just like resilience, right? Not that, okay, I'm going to find some treasure or something like that. It's just, if you're into something, you're interested, just do the job, wholeheartedly. Then maybe, yeah, you will get something very interesting. So group discussions. Group discussions, as I mentioned, the pre-collected questions would be asked to these Nobel laureates, and then they will just answer to those questions. In addition to just scientific discussions, there were so many interesting topics like gender equality, participation of, encouragement of participation of women, in different fields, particularly like in physics, and also how the scientists can actually influence the policymakers. For example, the COVID-19, how actually one of the Nobel laureates, Paul Nurse, he said that his contribution in influencing WHO are like some countries, so that actually they could able to adapt to kind of like have more scientific way of approach towards this kind of like epidemic or pandemic situations. So one repetitive question was asked in all this seminar was, so what's your suggestion to win a Nobel Prize? There, everybody just give this reaction because we don't know. It's just, it happened to us, okay? We just did something and it was just all about like commitment. And that was actually very kind of encouraging because I took 7 years to get my PhD. But you could say that, oh, 7 years long, but I was happy. So it's all about like what you do and how good your advisor, right? It all matters. So 1 minute flash presentation, and it is just 60 seconds. You have to introduce your whole PhD, whatever this work. So what you have to just focus is present the key results and practice. Okay, in Japan, it is 60 seconds, not like taking 2 minutes, 3 minutes, okay? So, as you know, maybe you will be already informed, it is mandatory to attend a poster session from your third year of PhD every year. So, in which actually you have to also present, maybe you will be asked, in case you're selected from this poster presentation, and then you will be asked to give an 3 minutes to 5 minutes presentation. Okay, so it helped me there. So I would say my kind of like practice during my PhD years helped me there, and also it about the poster presentation. It was really very interesting because I had to introduce my work to people from different disciplines. Right, it's very quite challenging. Sometimes they don't understand. So when we have to rethink about the way of actually we explain the work to them. So this way, I also found myself like looking my work from different perspectives. And finally is the team presentation. Team presentation will be divided into like 11 teams. And theme was actually using any of the sustainable development goals. And you have to propose some kind of like scientific approach that can be achieved within 2030. So it cannot be like very much fancy idea, but it should be like supported by some scientific, by means of scientific logics. So that's just my team. We were like preparing. We just met there and then we started to prepare for the team presentation for the first 3-4 days so that we could able to win the whatever this awards. So that was actually the photo taken during our presentation. And 2 awards would be presented. One is Best Team Presentation Award, and another one Unique Team. And our team won Best Team Presentation Award. And the another one, actually Team K, in which one of the TIGP students also attended the Hope meeting. She was in there. So we too are in there. So in addition to all these meetings and whatever the scientific exchange within the conference venue, we also went outside. Visit Kyoto University and other research institutes based on your scientific interest or like background. And cultural programs and excursions, you can actually opt for like something you find interesting, maybe the meditation or like you want to make some saint bags and all. And I'm there. Okay, that's actually the group photo. And thanks to my team, wonderful team, because we just formed a very quick bond within the 2-3 days, and we were able to successfully deliver a good presentation. And some pictures I took during my time there. And I would like to thank Sinica and also JSPS for this wonderful opportunity.